What's going on, guys? Welcome to the recap for Season 4. We're going to start this one a little bit differently than the other ones. Going to go over sort of the team accomplishments for the season, how the series has been going, then take a look at some player stats, things like that, and then move on into the top 10 plays from Season number 4. So be sure to stick around for the whole video. The top 10 plays always going to be a good time, so let's go ahead and jump in here. So far through 4 seasons at Houston, we're up to 60-2 as the overall record, both of those losses coming back in Season 1 with an overtime loss against Oklahoma State on the road and then a loss to Georgia in the playoffs. So since that loss in the playoffs, we've been perfect. Haven't lost a game, won 3 straight national championships. Last season we were able to take out Notre Dame in the national championship game 45-22, and that gives us our three-peat, and we're looking to make it 4 headed into season number 5. So for the second straight year in season 4, we had a player go second place in the Heisman race. This year it's Uwe Ale, quarterback, 219 of 325 on the season, 3,447 yards, 41 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, 67% completion on the season. And just an outstanding season for him, but not only through the air, he ended up being our team's second leading rusher with 985 yards, 12 touchdowns there, with the longest run of the season for the team, 79 yards on that one. So just a solid player for our team. Hate to see him go. He is a redshirt senior, so he's going to be graduating during the offseason. Nick Harvickson, the backup, has been serviceable. He had a really good game against Alabama in the playoff semifinals when Uwe Ale went out and with an injury in the first drive. He ended up with over 700 yards and 6 touchdowns himself. He's not quite the runner that Uwe Ale is, but let's see, with negative 5 yards on the season, took quite a few sacks, I think, in that short amount of time he's been on the field, but yeah, so that's a little unfortunate that Uwe was snubbed for the Heisman, just like Brandon Campbell was back in Season 3. But we've got an all-star quarterback coming in from this year's recruiting class, 102 overall. So going to be interesting to see how he fares on this roster. In terms of rushing, true freshman Allen Samuel Jr. had a monster season, almost 1,600 yards on the ground. Couple of games, I think, where he had over 200 yards. 16 touchdowns on the season, 106 yards per game, 15 20-plus yard runs. He's been great for us. He's not the fastest guy, but he can make guys miss, and our offensive line has just been beastly all season long. In terms of receiving, Brian Miller, the true freshman, came out of nowhere this season with 55 receptions, leading the team, almost 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns. And then, of course, CJ Nelson, redshirt senior, with 50 receptions, over 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns as well. And Joseph Manjack with 800-plus yards and 9 touchdowns on the season. So really solid there. Miles Ray was another redshirt freshman who came in and played really well, had a 3-touchdown game late in the season. And just really proud of these guys. They were able to play really well in the season. In terms of defense, TJ Ellis dominated the junior with 103 tackles leading the team. Just insane numbers there, 96 solo tackles, 7 sacks, 2 interceptions. I think he even had a touchdown or 2. I don't know if that's on here. Yeah, he had a pick 6 in one of the games. In terms of turnovers, let's see here. Interceptions, Lawrence Mazuka led the team with 5 on the season, followed by Malik Fleming, Dorian Friend, and Damian Kaba, each with 3, and TJ Ellis had 2 on the season. In terms of sacks, Colton Barton ended up with 20 sacks on the season. Brian Dixon on the other side of the D-line ended up with 15, and then big D tackle Anthony Holmes came in with 12. Just really effective pass rush this season. Not quite like other years where we've had a guy like Nelson Caesar or Garfield Lawrence who just racked up individual stats in terms of pass rushing, but just a really good overall team pass rush this season. And these are from some young guys. Colton Barton and Brian Dixon, both sophomores. So we'll have another year of them, and Anthony Holmes Jr. is going to be graduating at D tackle, but that's one of our deepest positions. We've got guys like Sean Heflin and who's that other guy? Ben Sills. He's another big D tackle that are going to be able to, fill in that gap next season when we lose Anthony Holmes Jr. So good job defensively on the season, much improved. Adam Wales sets the NCAA record for made field goals, only missed one field goal on the year. Longest was 59 yards. I think that was in the Ohio State game in the first round of the playoffs. 87 of 87 on extra points. He's going to be solid for us. He's just a true freshman, so we'll have him around for a while. Punt stats are fine. No kick returns or punt returns for a touchdown this season, which is unfortunate, but we did have a lot of success there. CJ Nelson was 677 yards returning kicks and 755 on punts. So yeah, really good season for all of our team. This was much more, I feel like, of a team effort than our past seasons before. So hopefully we can build off of that and keep this success rolling into season number 5. Let's get right into the top 10 plays from season number 4. At number 10, national championship game, Manjack gets it on the right side, takes it all the way to the house to give us the lead early in the third quarter. That would be a tone-setting play for the rest of the second half as we ended up winning that one big. In number 9, against Arizona State just before halftime, on the run, look at this throw across the body from Uwe. Really great athleticism there. At number 8, we're coming in with a big touchdown pass from the Texas Tech game. In the pouring rain, Ale launches it 50 yards through the air for a touchdown to go up 17-3. At number 7, we are in the Duke's Mayo Classic against Texas A&M. Uwe Ale on the option keeper, big time block there by Joseph Manjack on the right side to allow him to take this one all the way to the house for a 62-yard touchdown. That would give us a 14-3 lead, and we never looked back. At number 6, we've got a highlight from the Big 12 championship game against Utah. Dropped pass is picked off by TJ Ellis, the big linebacker. He's going to take it all the way in for a touchdown, putting us up 35-0 here in the second quarter. At number 5, back in the Arizona State game, up 38-6 at this point. Deep pass to Manjack. He just mosses the defender there on that one. Pulls it down, doesn't quite get the touchdown, but that's a huge play by him. 51-17 here in the TCU game. Deep pass down the middle. Dorian Friend is able to pick it off, underthrown on that one. And look at the speed. Gets the edge, makes everybody look silly, and he's going to take that one all the way to the house. Big time play by a big time player, and that gave us a 58-17 lead in that one. Top 3, here's number 3, handoff up the middle to Allen Samuel Jr. in the Rose Bowl against Ohio State. Puts the team on his back, stiff arms all the way down to the 15. Down by 5 in the fourth quarter. That was a huge play to get us into scoring position, and we ended up scoring on that drive. 3rd and 5 against North Carolina. The number 2 play is going to be an amazing pick to seal that one. And at number 1, on 3rd and 15, Ale over the middle to Brian Miller, who makes the defender look silly. Somehow keeps his balance and gets in for a 30-yard touchdown to put us up 45-14. So that's going to be it for the Season 4 recap. Thank you guys once again. If you've been here since the beginning, thanks for sticking with me through 4 seasons. If you're new to the channel, it's the best time to start because we're starting Season 5 tomorrow. So be sure to check in tomorrow for that. Be sure to check in later today at 6 o'clock Central for the off-season video leading into Season 5. And we'll see you guys there.